starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Nate Myhock. We'll get to those stories in a minute, but first, we have some severe weather that is headed our way this weekend. And Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joining us live in studio with the latest. Jeff, what do you got?
Yeah, hey Nate, this is an extremely rare ice storm warning. Kicks in at midnight tonight through about midday tomorrow for accumulating ice across our area. And it's going to get really kind of sketchy around here for several hours tomorrow morning as that ice does begin to build up throughout the day. It's going to look like this as well. This is going to be raining on us tomorrow morning, but ground temperature is well below freezing. So whatever falls out of the sky is going to freeze on contact. That could be sidewalks, roadways, cars, all of it, making for some very messy conditions across our region. They're pre-treating the roadways out there right now, but still getting up hills could be nearly impossible tomorrow with a quarter to a half inch of ice potentially on the way late tonight throughout the day tomorrow. Out there now, a couple flurries across the area, some cloud cover as well. The main event is still well over here. That's moving our direction for about midnight tonight through about midday tomorrow. It's going to look very icy waking up tomorrow morning. The purple area here is could be heavy rain, but falling as rain and hitting the contact with the earth and freezing on contact. So our forecast tonight then is the dry hours are out there now, cooling out to near 23 for a low with ice after midnight. Your forecast at 5 o'clock. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. One nonprofit educational center in the Northwoods is taking a unique opportunity to teach students about forest management. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
12-foot Scotch pine bolts, which are going to go to the Buer sawmill in Spencer.
When Scott Heffernan was in 6th grade, he took a field trip to Trees for Tomorrow in Eagle River. He never thought he'd be back for his job.
I didn't know what I was going to do or be when I grew up until I'm here, you know what I mean? You never know where you're going to end up.
Scott works for Futurewood and is overseeing the U.S. Forest Service's logging operation. Trees for Tomorrow has a story behind its trees.
On the west half of the property, they had some blowdown this summer in July. And then on this east half, it's just a matter of time before that could happen over here. So being proactive on this side and reactive on the other side.
This decades-long partnership is a great learning opportunity for students to continue Trees for Tomorrow's legacy of healthy forest management. Cheryl Todia, Executive Director of Trees for Tomorrow, knows this is a perfect way to demonstrate the organization's values. Cheryl observed dying and decaying trees on campus and wanted to do something about it.
There was some good valuable wood here that can be turned into paper and lumber and at the same time provide a safer place for our users.
Like Scott, Cheryl also came to Trees for Tomorrow when she was younger, and so has Chad Kirschbaum from the U.S. Forest Service.
I had a lot of fun. I remember that. A lot of fun with friends and learning about things in the outdoors. And, you know, that probably fed into my desire to have a career in natural resources down the road.
While Chad is making sure safety is at the forefront of the project, students are interacting with the foresters. Scott was once a 6th grader learning about the outdoors. Now he's extending a branch to other kids.
It is really important to teach the kids about the future of natural resources. That way they can make good decisions on what they do and then how they want to spend their futures.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Eagle River, I'm Morgan Johnson.
A 130-year-old shipwreck was discovered at the bottom of Lake Superior. In 1891, the Atlanta sank to the bottom of the Great Lake. Atlanta was a 172-foot schooner barge, and it was carrying a load of coal when it was caught in an intense storm. Atlanta was found 35 miles off the coast of Deer Park, Michigan. It sank in waters that measured 650 feet deep. Milwaukee's police chief is asking for extra protections for all of his employees. After a shooting at one of the city's police stations last week, he's saying that all staff should be given bulletproof vests. Hillary Mintz has details.
When a gunman opened fire on officers inside District 5 Friday, no one was injured, but it shattered their sense of security.
Court documents say a bullet pierced through a clear partition, coming within inches of an officer's head. After closing the public lobby for a few days, it's now back open. Since the shooting, police have made security changes here at District 5, and it begins with only allowing one person inside at a time. Once inside the double doors, I was greeted by two officers who used a metal detection wand to check for weapons.
Weapons, I've got a microphone right here.
Cell phone or keys that are going to go off?
The door locked behind me. There's also a new body armor policy. The chief wants officers and civilian workers to wear vests. The day of the shooting, two of them were in the line of fire behind the counter.
We did put out a directive in regards to that. We encourage our officers and the front staff to wear their vests. This shooting situation harmed more than just our officers. We have civilian staff who don't deserve that type of environment in regards to their safety.
The chief says these are temporary measures until they figure out a more long-term solution to better protect the men and women of MPD.
And this is where we have to try to find ways where we're working with the community, but also understand that officers have a right to have their safety, especially in those type of environments. And our non-sworn civilian staff who don't carry a firearm, who's not trained in these type of situations. It's unnerving. And my heart is out to all my members.
That was Hillary Mintz reporting. If you're looking to get the streaming service Disney Plus, but hoping to save some cash, a new plan is in the works. The new subscription will include ads and will be available later this year, but an exact date or price is yet to be determined. Disney said they hope to have reached at least 230 million subscribers over the next 2 years. As of January, they sat at about 130 million. In Green Bay, Taylor Shabiznis is accused of sexually assaulting and then murdering a 25-year-old man. She also allegedly mutilated the corpse, and there's now reports that Shabiznis also had an obsession with infamous serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. Sarah Thompson reports.
I think that when people see that in fiction, it's one thing, and then when you find out that it happened in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin, people just, how could that be? How could that happen here?
And that's why we talked with Annie Schwartz today. She was the reporter who broke the story on serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer in 1991 and has since written 2 books about it, Researching a Criminal Mind. And her understanding of that particular case may now become very important.
One of the things that I have found out from talking to different sources of mine on this case is that the suspect in this case had a very had an infatuation almost with Jeffrey Dahmer and with Jeffrey Dahmer's crimes.
Dahmer killed and dismembered 17 men or boys in Ohio and Wisconsin between 1978 and 1991. The crimes are unthinkable to most people.
30 years later, it's still the same. It's still the same feeling. It's still very similar to to finding out that someone like this was living in our midst. What makes it unusual is that it's a woman.
Schwartz, probably like many of us, is asking how. It's impossible to get into the mind of someone police say could commit a brutal crime, but that's likely the job of forensic psychologists, says Schwartz. As she reads the criminal complaint in this case, she points out comments police say Shabiznis made to them, saying, quote, she liked it.
And that is what makes this case different to me, is that she is admitting, if what is in the criminal complaint is accurate, she is admitting that there's a predilection to that there was a thrill to that in some way.
Well, the focus for many of us is the person charged in this crime. Schwartz doesn't want us to forget about the victim. Police have not identified him and say the family is still asking for privacy. But Schwartz wants people to remember that victim.
And we can never forget that, as much as we want to talk about that case, is that's what these cases really come down to.
Meanwhile, Shabiznis's bond is set at $2 million, and she is scheduled to be back in court in 3 weeks. Around the United States, health experts are encouraging people to stay in front of any serious illnesses. We'll tell you about Colon Cancer Awareness Month. But first, Jeff is in with your full forecast after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year.
Wow, wow is right.
Deals up to 50% off throughout the store. The huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
It's Ford Truck Month, America. With new inventory arriving daily, it's time to get after it in a Ford F-150 and a Ford Ranger. Stop by your local Ford dealer today and let us help you custom order your truck your way. Then we'll get after building it. It's Ford Truck Month. Visit your local Ford dealer today. Order your F-150 to lock in 0% financing for 66 months and $500 cash, plus an extra $1,000 retailer order bonus.
Is a new roof on your spring to-do list? Hi, I'm Paul, owner of Overhead Solutions. Now is a great time to think ahead and secure a spot for that replacement on our schedule. Go ahead and call our competitors, but before you sign on that dotted line, call Overhead Solutions. I believe our high quality and fair price can beat our competition.
Call Overhead Solutions for a free roof estimate.
Remember, don't overpay. Call Overhead. Overhead Solutions.
President's Day is the best time to buy furniture and mattresses. And Slumberland Furniture is having one of their biggest sales of the year. Get an 8-inch foam queen mattress for just $222. Slumberland Sleep Solutions. We've reinvented mattress shopping.
All right, there's no getting around this one. You and I are about to go through an ice storm late tonight through early parts of tomorrow, and then heavy rain is back in the forecast tomorrow evening into early parts of Sunday, ending as some snow covering up all the ice early parts of Sunday morning. So here are the advisories. In purple, dark purple, is an ice storm warning. We don't do this very often. This means business. This is basically a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of freezing rain late tonight and then throughout the day tomorrow, before temperatures warm above freezing about midday tomorrow and melt the snow and the ice off. But until then, it is going to get very slippery around here on untreated surfaces and put lots of weight on trees and power lines. So be wary of that tomorrow morning, as we'll have some wind gusts near 20 miles per hour. Normally not a factor, but wind gusts near 20 miles per hour with lots of weight in the trees, extra weight, could cause some power problems tomorrow. Looking outside now, though, we have lots of cloud cover, and look for this to fill in again tonight. We'll get some light flurry action first, followed by that freezing rain arriving around midnight. Off to the west, there's just a mess here, right? There's several areas of low pressure. They have lots of moisture. There's lots of energy. They're tapped into the Gulf of Mexico, or about to be. All that moisture is moving in our direction for late tonight and tomorrow. In fact, the heaviest rain is going to fall tomorrow evening. We could see thunderstorms across our area with heavy rainfall then. Let's walk you through it. So tonight, increasing clouds. Here we are about midnight or so. The purple and the pink area, that is freezing rain, potentially heavy freezing rain at about midnight tonight. Overspreads the entire area about 6:30 tomorrow morning, sunrise or so. And then these heavier oranges and yellows, those could be thunderstorms tomorrow morning, in sleet and freezing rain at the same time. So thunder sleet is not out of the question with this beginning tomorrow morning. And that's going to work through. Wave 1 comes through. We'll get a break for several hours through the afternoon. And then wave 2 comes through during the afternoon hours to early evening hours. This is the heavy rain. The problem with this is most of us will just see rain with this one, but if you're along the UP border north of that, ground temperatures will likely stay below freezing, so significant more icing is likely there late tomorrow night and early parts of Sunday. And then the storms go through tomorrow evening. On the back side of this, as it all pulls away, that snow, not a lot, just a little, but maybe an inch or two of snow early Sunday morning. It's going to cover up all the ice underneath the snow. That's going to cause problems, as you know. So here's QPF, right? If you wrung out the atmosphere, how much moisture is in there? We're talking an inch or so of moisture. This thing has a lot going for it. So we're going to do that tomorrow with heavy rain and thunderstorms across the area, giving us that freezing rain and sleet. And that all that weight on the trees is going to cause some problems tomorrow. Pine trees have lots of surface area, as you know, so be ready for some power outages throughout the day. Here's the severe weather threat. Now, we're probably probably going to hear some thunder, maybe see a little lightning tomorrow. Non-severe, that will stay across parts of the Iowa area, Minnesota. That will stay there, but don't be surprised to have areas of thunder tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening with that thunder sleet coming down. So we're getting the whole kitchen sink, right? Rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow beginning about midnight tonight, lingering off and on through tomorrow, and not ending until Sunday. Temperatures are critical. Right now, we're above freezing, right? 35 in Rhinelander, 32 for Antigo. The problem is we're going to have low temperatures tonight down in the low 20s, so whatever falls rainfall-wise is going to freeze on contact and then surge tomorrow up near 43 and then fall quickly tomorrow night back down again with a high Sunday near 32. And if you're hoping for spring, hope again, because here's the long-range 2-week outlook or so for temperatures, well below average temperatures across the Midwest and Great Lakes for basically the middle portions of March. Our forecast then tonight, though, is freezing rain, sleet, and snow. Low temperatures down near 23 with a southeast wind around 25 miles per hour. For tomorrow, all right, so freezing rain, sleet, and snow, changing over to all rain. Probably a break in there for a couple hours as well. The rain could be heavy with thunder and lightning with high temperatures near 43. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows problems tomorrow, problems early Sunday, but then we dry out Monday and Tuesday. And if you want some more snow, Thursday and Friday of next week may be your days. Nate?
Thank you, Jeff. Colon cancer remains the second leading cause of death for men and women in the U.S. And in honor of Colon Cancer Awareness Month, experts are reminding you to take care of your health. Mandy Gaither explains how.
In May 2009, Michael Sapienza lost his mother to colorectal cancer.
There is really one reason why she died, and it's because she did not get screened and she did not get checked.
That's why he started the Colorectal Cancer Alliance to promote awareness. This type of cancer is expected to cause more than 52,000 deaths in the U.S. this year alone, according to the American Cancer Society. But the overall death rate has dropped the past several decades thanks to screening tools and treatments. Screening can find colorectal cancer early when it's easier to treat.
For the general public, the screening age just about a year ago dropped to 45. So everybody that is at average risk should get screened at 45.
For those at high risk, talk to your doctor about whether you need to start screening earlier than 45. While there's no sure way to prevent colorectal cancer, there are other ways to lower your risk.
One is a diet high in fiber. Two is exercise, regular 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, like they say, for heart health, etc. Absolutely reduces your risk for colon cancer.
Limiting red and processed meats, drinking less alcohol, and quitting smoking may also help, but getting screened is one of the most powerful prevention tools.
If you get a screening, you can actually prevent that from happening. You can prevent those adenomas, or what we call polyps, from actually growing into cancer.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The Milwaukee Bucks are going to be switching around their schedule. We'll tell you all about that and what you can expect. That's next after the break.
The Ultimate Appliance Sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get ultimate appliance savings on the ultimate brands. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock and ready to go with guaranteed delivery within 5 days or less. Plus interest-free financing for 12 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Northwoods Connect high-speed internet is launching an amazing new Buy Local contest for all current and new customers. Prizes include a new MacBook Air, a rugged cooler, a Nest thermostat, $1,000 in gift certificates to local Northwoods businesses, and $250 to any local charity of your choice. Visit northwoodsconnect.com/buy local by April 8th of 2022.
Why choose People's State Bank?
It's just really refreshing to know we've got a hometown bank that is really in our corner and willing to walk with us, whatever we have to walk through. People's State Bank, you are one of our most cherished supporters in this endeavor. Without your support, we couldn't be who we are.
Make People's your choice. Stop by a location today or visit us online at bankpeoples.com.
Nick Bolton here with the newest addition to our tactical line, the Bell & Howell Tax Shaver. Tax Shaver gives you a quick, razor-smooth shave, whether you're at home or on the go. It even has a built-in trimmer for sideburns and beards. And it works wet or dry for a great shave in even the harshest conditions. The Tax Shaver is completely waterproof.
Act now to get your tax shaver for just $29.99 with free shipping and is backed by our 10-year warranty. Order yours today.
The Ultimate Appliance Sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get ultimate appliance savings on the Ultimate brands. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock and ready to go with guaranteed delivery within 5 days or less, plus interest-free financing for 12 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
In basketball news, the Milwaukee Bucks have changed their schedule for next week's game against the Atlanta Hawks. They will now play their game on Wednesday at 7 p.m. instead of 6:30. And also, it'll no longer be available on ESPN. It can only be viewed on Bally Sports Wisconsin. The Bucks will also be in action tonight as they face the Chicago Bulls on the road. This year's spring break is back in full swing. Dropping COVID numbers are giving many people the green light to travel once again. NBC's Carrie Sanders has more.
Big costs and bigger crowds. That's what experts say vacationers should expect on spring break this year as travel bookings hit levels not seen in years.
There is so much pent-up demand out there that people are ready to travel come heck or high water.
A new survey finds more than half of Americans are planning a trip this spring, with more than a third planning to travel during spring break specifically. That soaring demand means surging prices too.
We're seeing prices now in places like Florida even higher than they were pre-pandemic. So not only has travel demand recovered, prices have recovered and then some.
Expedia says airfares are up a whopping 50% compared to last year, and average hotel rates are nearly 20% higher than they were before the pandemic. Of Hopper's top 5 trending destinations this year, 3 are on Florida's Gulf Coast. The Bakers from Birmingham, Alabama, visiting Rosemary Beach, Florida. They say they chose to vacation before the spring break rush, before prices climb even higher.
The deals aren't there like they were.
They were there, but
they were there a year ago. They're not there anymore.
And you're laughing because
just everything. It's so much more expensive.
This year, 3 in 4 American travelers are heading to destinations in the U.S., putting enormous pressure on some of the country's most popular spring break destinations, like Hawaii, Disney and Universal theme parks, and Miami Beach, where the mayor expects tens of thousands of spring breakers to descend on trendy South Beach.
Don't come here to thinking you're going to act in a way differently than you would act in your own hometown.
Last year, unruly crowds forced city officials to enact a curfew and even declare a state of emergency. The Miami Beach mayor saying he hopes to avoid a repeat this year, even going to court to restrict alcohol sales after 2 a.m.
You can't just allow a city to careen into disorder. And we know with this many people coming here, that can easily happen if we don't take appropriate measures.
The Ultimate Appliance Sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get ultimate appliance savings on the Ultimate brands. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock and ready to go with guaranteed delivery within 5 days or less, plus interest-free financing for 12 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
He should have used his power to serve Wisconsin. Instead, Ron Johnson served himself. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. After the loophole became law, Ron Johnson cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. Look up the facts and tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Joe Malone from Big Cheese 1079, Wisconsin's Big Variety. I lost a total of 54 pounds, 33 and a half inches on Wausau Weight Loss. I know the secret. Before doing Wausau Weight Loss, I felt very lethargic. I did Wausau Weight Loss. I dropped the pounds, and now I feel better. I have my energy back. I feel healthy. It is the most effective weight loss program I've ever done in my life.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
When you need a paint to fit your lifestyle, Menards has got you covered. From protecting against this, or covering this, to refinishing this, we have a paint for you. You also need it in this color, or even this color. We can do that. Stop in and talk to one of our paint professionals to make your colors come to life. Right now at Menards, DuraClean Interior Kitchen and Bath Semi-Gloss Paint is $21.99 after rebates.
The Ultimate Appliance Sale is on now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get ultimate appliance savings on the ultimate brands. We have 100 semi-loads of inventory in stock and ready to go with guaranteed delivery within 5 days or less, plus interest-free financing for 12 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Well, Jeff, I had some plans this weekend. I had to go run some errands, get some shopping done, but does not look like that is a spring.
No, not tomorrow morning for sure. Tomorrow afternoon, probably getting much better quickly with warmer temperatures, but tomorrow morning is going to be a mess around here. We'll have heavy rain falling on a frozen ground, giving us that freezing rain, and that stuff is never fun to drive on. You lose all traction. Going up hills will be impossible tomorrow as that ice storm kind of comes through. So here are the advisories. The dark purple is an ice storm warning. This means business. We don't do this very often. We have a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch of ice on the way, falling as rain, freezing on contact. That puts a lot of pressure on trees and power lines. It also makes sidewalks, untreated roadways a disaster. So best course of action is to stay in late tonight and early tomorrow. It will get better through the afternoon with temperatures getting above freezing tomorrow, back up in the low 40s, and then ending as some light snow on Sunday. We'll cover the ice back up again. So overall, kind of a messy forecast going forward.
So maybe not a good idea to go out driving, but I might be ice skating up and down Highway 8.
You can walk around your yard.
Yes.
Yes.
Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at 6.